Okay. Welcome back, everybody. This is a bit awkward because I haven't done a video in I think I saw almost 50 days, which is insane. So today I was just gonna do a video of me talking and just, yapping like I usually do, because I think I like doing that the most. So welcome back, everybody, to my channel. I don't really know what I'm going to talk about today. I don't know how long the video will be, but if I'm being real, I'm only really recording a video today because I kind of feel alone, which is really hard for me to admit, because I'm always I always pretend, that I'm fine and everything, but tonight for some reason I feel really, really lonely. So I figured I'll talk to my phone and maybe make a video out of it, if it's good, I was originally going to do it in whispering, but then I was like, I can't really be bothered whispering, so first I want to talk about, I guess, where I was, what I was doing. I can't lie, and I'm not going to say I was busy. In all honesty, I was more, I think, avoiding YouTube, because it's going to sound really dumb, but I don't know, I was looking at, every time I edit videos, I look at myself really closely, and I'm I pick apart how I look and everything to do with myself. Hopefully it's not you can hear me switching between arms for the microphone, but yeah, every time I film a video, I pick apart at myself so much, to the point where I was using a blur filter on my skin when I'm doing editing, and I just feel like that wasn't healthy for me. So I guess I took time away from doing all that, because I just didn't want to keep editing videos and airbrushing my skin and then rewatching the videos and being like, why doesn't my skin look like that normally? Right now, you can see my skin surprisingly looks fine. It's actually so shiny. I put so much hyaluronic acid on it, so I figured, I'm just gonna take a break, and it was originally meant to be 2 weeks, but then I was I filmed a video, and then I rewatched the video, the raw video file, and I was it's not bad. It's honestly not bad. And then I looked up the video again, and I looked at my hair, and I was I can't upload a video with my hair looking like this. And then I just started spiraling again, and it ended up becoming 2 more weeks, and I just, kept trying to film a video, and it just didn't really work. So I've been very stressed, and I don't know. So it's been a cycle of just the same thing over and over again, recording, rewatching, and then being nah. Right now I'm honestly looking at myself and I'm my eyebrows look too blocky. But I'm honestly gonna have to upload a video. I was going to do a video where I talk and play Minecraft, which I know probably quite a few people would like, and I would like to do it, but I was more thinking I need to do something else. I don't want to just be surprise guys, Minecraft. But But yeah, and then I thought of doing the Minecraft one and I started feeling like sick for some reason. I was like, I don't really feel like playing Minecraft. I don't think I've got the attention span to play Minecraft for like an hour or so. I don't even know how I've got the attention span to film videos. So now with that out of the way, I'm just looking at that light behind me. It's from my light that I've got pointed at me. I hate it. Anyway, so now that that's out of the way, I guess I can talk about whatever I want. I think lately I've just been, I don't want to say bedrotting because I really haven't been bedrotting, but I kind of have. I mean, I get up and I do what I need to do and live my life, and then I just want to be in bed, you know? And I think that's really bad of me to be like that, because I want to go places, but I'm like, I don't want to leave the house too much. And I've been cancelling plans and just, you know, and I don't know why. I don't know, but I think it's just been more, I'm tired, which I don't even think you can tell that I'm tired, but I'm exhausted. And I think I've been exhausted for the past few weeks. I feel like I've been alone for the past few weeks too. So that's been hard. Like, I've been talking to people, but I feel like I haven't really been, you know, there, present. I haven't been, I don't know how to explain it. It's just, I feel like I haven't been giving 100%. And I know sometimes you shouldn't give 100%, but I'm used to being the kind of person that's like, you know, always bubbly and always happy. But yeah. Which brings me to my next topic that happened last night that kind of pissed me off. Somebody messaged me. I posted this like thirst trap, and honestly it was probably more for attention. I posted this thirst trap to Instagram, and someone messaged me asking for more, and I told them no, because boundaries, right? And I don't send stuff like that. So, and they were like, but can't you make an exception? You seem like the type to be like a fuckboy. And I was just like bewildered. I was like, whoa, is that how people see me? I was like, I'm not. And then I responded to the person, and I was like, I'm honestly the furthest thing from a fuckboy. And they were like, what? So you don't have partners? You don't date? And I said, no, I don't. I don't do any of that. And then they asked me why. I was like, why am I explaining myself to this person? And then I was like, because I'm a people pleaser, I have to respond. And they were just so rude. And then they started making fun of me because I don't date and I don't, you know, I don't participate in hookup culture or do all that stuff. And I feel like I started feeling bad about myself. I couldn't sleep. I was thinking about it all night. Like, I was like, is that how people see me? And I was like, is it pathetic? Is it? So I woke up today and I reread the messages. I blocked the person, obviously. And then I reread the messages because, you know, you'd think when you block someone the messages would go too, but they don't. And I was like, I guess I was just sad, you know. I guess I was like, I felt like guess I felt like I felt different. I felt like I wasn't like what people wanted me to be, and I felt like disappointing, I guess. And it's hard for me to talk about it, especially if I'm gonna post this to YouTube. But I guess I felt like I don't really belong, which is a recurring theme. Obviously, I felt like that all my life, but in a way, it's like everyone nowadays is all about hookup culture and everything, and I just don't care for it. Probably I more than likely did when I was 19 or 18 or younger, but I mean, I never participated, but I don't remember those years that much, but I probably thought about it. And I just felt like at the age I am now, I feel ridiculous because everybody's doing all this hooking up, everybody's going on dates, everybody's doing all this, and I claim I'm focusing on myself, but I'm more focusing on other people's perceptions of me. And then I was on Reels, and I came across Emma Chamberlain's podcast, and she was talking about how we compare ourselves, or she compares herself to other people, and she knows she's doing it. She looks at someone hotter than her, she looks at someone smarter than her, and she's always like, she knows she's doing it, but she can't get out of it. And then she's like, she has to remind herself that she can't be like that. And I was like, that is so me. And it is so hard to like remind yourself to not be like that. It's so hard to get out of that mindset. Because social media, hookup culture, dating apps, everything, it's literally the norm now. Like, it's the most normal thing. I feel like it's so normalized to not be compassionate, to not be empathetic, because you have people's bodies thrown at you on Reels or through Instagram feeds, and it's just like, it's so normal to expect to see somebody's body. It's so normal to expect to see someone when they're vulnerable, you know what I mean? And I don't know, I just feel like it's weird, It's like, I don't know how to explain it. But I mean, I guess if you know how it feels, you know how it feels. It's just something that I think I've struggled with when it comes to self-esteem and everything. Like, I've always wondered, what do people think of me? I've always wondered, how do people see me? And I'm always like curious. But I think it does need to stop at some point, because it does get bad. So that's one thing I wanted to talk about that person who messaged me on Instagram. Like, yeah, compliments are fine, but if you expect to see more of somebody you don't know, and I know a lot of people do it. I had a subscriber from my channel who followed me on Instagram and started randomly sending me photos, like, and I blocked them because gross, you know what I mean? Like, I think, I don't know, I could never talk to my friends about this because I don't know if they'd understand. A lot of my friends always ask me, how am I doing? Because they know I go through these like patches of, isolation and rotting and whatnot. And I always lie to them, and I always say I'm doing okay. I'm worried that if I open up to somebody of how I feel, they'll run. I won't hear from them for a week, and then they come back a week later, and there's no point talking about how I feel, because how I feel changes very quickly. And I'm not saying that's their fault. I know people get busy and stuff. But I think I'm just afraid, you know. I guess that's okay. I mean, I started my YouTube channel to be able to talk to people and you know, I don't know, feel better. And my goal was to make videos every time I feel like, you know, down, feeling stressed or whatever. And I just got overwhelmed and I basically haven't even done that. So that's one thing, I guess, that I talked about for 8 minutes or so. Another thing also is social media based again that I want to talk about. But it's also not really social media based. I guess it's more to do with like, I'm thinking about it because it happened on social media. But I think it's more just people based. You know, I don't know how to explain it. I guess one thing I want to talk about is anger. And the reason why is because there is this woman on Instagram who's been harassing one of my friends. And this woman seems like she is so full of anger. And what's weird is she started reminding me of my dad. She got me involved, and I don't like being involved in drama because I'm old. I'm like 24, and I feel like being involved in drama at 24 is like, is very weird, you know, like, I don't know, especially this kind of drama. It's like primary school drama. It's like when you're 8 years old and there's like friend group drama happening, and it's like you talk to this person, so now I'm angry with you kind of drama. I don't know how to explain it, what I mean when I say primary school drama. It's just like immature, I guess. And she's so angry. You can tell she's so angry. And when she involved me, she was like being homophobic and rude and just going on about so much. And she's still going on about it, by the way. It's like nobody's even responded to her or anything, and she's made this fake Instagram account where she's just going on about it. And the funny thing is, Instagram won't get rid of it. Like, why not? You banned my account for like 2 months for nothing. Oh, and her username is something very racist, so I don't know why they're not getting rid of it, but you can tell this woman is so full of anger. Like, she wakes up and she's angry, she goes to sleep angry, and I know that because she does videos of her just swearing as soon as she wakes up, and I shouldn't check, but I do. And I feel like it drains. Anger drains people. I mean, I don't talk about it with anybody, but I grew up in a very like angry household and was always blamed for the way my dad's life was, and just things like that. I've written about it and I've published it online. I'm sure you can find it if you look hard enough, you know what I mean? And she just reminded me of that. It's like, I was talking to my mum about it because I talk to my mum about everything. And I was telling her that she knows what my childhood was like. She knows what her life was like with my dad. And I said to her that I think there's two types of people. There's the kind of person that goes through something like that goes through trauma. And I'm only saying this because in one of her posts she used trauma as an excuse to justify why she's always angry and why she acts the way she does. But I think there's two types of people. There's someone who goes through all that trauma and lets it like fester inside of him and lets it build up and create something ugly out of it. Create something that's like, you know, I guess create anger. And then there's the kind of person who goes through it and I guess uses it as a catalyst to like try not be that. And I'm going to be real with you. I was a very, very angry person once, like really angry. When I was about 16, 17, I was like, I really thought the entire world was out to get me and I'd snap at everybody. And that carried into my adulthood. And then when I lost someone I really cared about due to my outbursts, I had to step back and I was like, this is not who I want to be. And I thought to myself, I'm looking like just like the man that raised me, and I don't want to be that. And I was like, I have to change. So I put in a lot of work and I did so much. And sometimes I still feel angry. Sometimes I can feel that. But I honestly think that's normal. Like, I'm not horribly angry sometimes, but sometimes I feel like I'm my father. And I don't want to be. And I think that's kind of something that a lot of people who are angry all the time need to realize, is that you do have a choice. I feel like my camera quality is getting lower and lower. Could be because the camera's shaking, I don't know, but I feel like people have to realize that you do have a choice in who you are, who you become, and how you act. And sometimes you do end up getting angry at someone. You crash out. You say stuff you don't mean, but I think you've always got a choice in how you interact with others. And I think it was last year, while I was at the Maisie Peters concert, where I was listening to her sing There It Goes, and the entire stadium went silent, and she was singing There It Goes, and then she told us to scream out There It Goes. And I listened to the entire stadium scream that out. And I realized that everybody there has a pain that they wanted gone, that they wanted to, there it goes. And everybody there was trying to, survive. And I realized that maybe I'm not alone in the way I think I am, in how I feel out of place, in how I feel, like I don't want to be the person who raised me. And this is actually going to make me cry, so I can't keep talking about it. And I remember on the drive home, I was just thinking to myself, I don't want to be this angry person. I don't want to be this horrible person to people, because for years it's who I was. And I mean, last year I wasn't horrible before last year. I think 2022 I had the epiphany, but I think it really sunk in last year. I mean, I'm not to say that you have to be bubbly and happy all the time, but I think when it comes to this woman who's angry all the time, I think she needs to realize she's got a choice in how she interacts with people. And when it comes to hurting people's feelings, I think she should choose not to. Yeah, people have hurt me in the past, and people hurt me now. But I realize that it's okay. In life, I think the only way to grow is to go through something that allows you to see things from another perspective. And I've gone through that a lot. I've gone through so much, and it's like, I know that it's hard, but I think I've been happier, and I mean, it's hard to say because I just started the video talking about how lonely I am, and like how lonely I felt, and like I talk about how out of place I feel, but I feel like I've been a bit more happier when I realize that being kind is better than blowing up on someone. And yes, I still blow up on people by accident. It happens. I start getting like thoughts in my head thinking that people are going to leave, and then I'm like, I need to do something, or when I start getting close to someone, I'm like, I need to do something so they don't find out what I'm really like. I'm afraid of people finding out what I'm really like, but I remember ever since I was a kid, I was always very kind. So I think that's more who I am. I don't think I'm an angry person. I certainly don't want to be. So that's just, something that I was thinking about. Something that I wrote about. Let me actually see if I can find what I wrote. I don't think I can read it. I wrote this, which I was like so tired. I don't believe I've ever been fluent in the language of anger. I felt it sometimes, but I've never let it take over. I have, however, watched it roll off people's tongues like they were born speaking from it, almost effortlessly. I've seen anger in many people. I've watched them find a target and go from that. Or when there isn't one, they invent one. They push someone to the point of responding in a way that allows them to lash out. And it's so true, because I've seen through this woman, she's creating things in her mind, she's posting things, lies, and it's forcing my friend to have to turn around and say, that stuff isn't true. That stuff isn't right. And then it just gets worse, and it gets worse, and it's like, it's draining, it's draining to hear about drama, I guess. So that's one other thing I wanted to talk about, I guess, which took about 10 minutes. Whoa. I don't know. I just think people like that need to step back and realize they've got the choice of who they want to be and how they can affect others with the things they say. I remember when I was 20, 21, it's hazy, it's a horrible time in my life. I used to say some really, really mean, shitty things to somebody that I guess I loved. And part of me still believes they deserved it. They were a horrible person in the first place, but I do regret it because I could have acted better. So, yeah, that's that topic done. Now, do I go into something more lighthearted or I don't know what else to talk about. It's gonna be a bitch putting my microphone back on the stand, by the way. I hate taking it off the stand. It's just so irritating to like put it back on. So, but I didn't have anywhere I could sit it on because I'm literally sitting on my bed right now. So I do miss making videos, so like I miss sitting down in front of the camera and just talking or doing a trigger or something. Like, and I miss editing videos. It's like it gave me something to do, especially in January and December, last year December, when I was going through like health issues. It was like, I have something to do, yay. Because I couldn't really leave the house back then, because I was always feeling sick, and it was fun. And I would get like 2 videos out a week, I'd try. And now I'm like 1 video a month, which is so annoying. But I've basically got 2 weeks of being home alone. So, firstly, hopefully nobody comes to kidnap me. And secondly, I'm hoping I can do more videos now that I'm more home alone for 2 weeks. But I say that, but I said last time that I'm back and I'll try to do more videos, and I didn't. So, I feel like I lack discipline. I say I'm going to do videos and I don't, so. I know it's bad, right? But I'm literally going to check Instagram right now. I was just checking a message and I don't really want to respond to it. And I can't talk about being lonely if I don't want to respond to messages, but it's a weird question. It's a weird message. I have to realize that it's okay to not respond to people like that. But they'll be mad at me. Who cares? I see all these like reels and all this like content online about hope maxing and joy baiting and just like positive core. And I see a lot of people say that like you need to stop being a people pleaser, and it's not that simple. Like, people are like, you don't need to respond straight away to people, you don't need to do this, you don't need to do that. But I feel like I have to, and I don't know why I feel like I have to, you know what I mean? Like, and then I saw someone say that this goes for relationships, I guess, or if you've got like a crush on someone or whatever. I saw someone say that we usually wait till the right time to text someone, till, you know, we hope they're free where they can text us back, or we wait 6 hours to be like, yeah, we'll show them we're busy so they don't lose interest. Because they might see that we respond straight away and they're like, they're never busy. And I saw someone say to that like, it shouldn't be normalized that we have to water ourselves down, that we have to take ages to respond just to show that we're like, I don't know the words, I guess what I'm trying to say is the right time doesn't exist, and if you want to message someone straight away, message them back straight away. If you want to wear something, don't wait for the right time, just do it. And I'm trying to learn that. It's hard, but I am trying to learn that, you know? Like, I don't know. Because I feel like I'm always like, I can't burn this candle because I don't want to waste the smell. Or I don't want to text this person back because they might not respond straight away. Or they might think to themselves, this person is never busy, so... Or they might think I'm weird for texting back straight away, but I've always texted back so fast. Like, yes, some of my friends I leave on delivered by accident for like 2 weeks. But that's only when I'm like isolating myself from everybody. Which I feel like is normal. I think my biggest thing is with Instagram, I'm like, I'm not going to post this story because the target might not see it at the right time. The target might not look at it straight away, so I have to wait till they're not busy, till, you know what I mean? And I feel like I should realize if someone really cared, it won't be the right time. Always will be the right time. And I feel like I'm struggling to learn that, because I feel like everything I do is centered around other people. Like, when will my friends look at my stories? When will my friends hit a like on my posts? When will my friends see the reels I send them? And that is not healthy. I feel like that's living for other people, and I really don't want to be like that. Like, I've got friends that are completely fine with it, and I'm like, how are they like that? How can they, like, I envy them, I guess, because I want to be like that. But I also feel like I shouldn't change the fact that I respond quickly, or I definitely need to work on the posting stories for other people and waiting for the right time. But I feel like I shouldn't change for, like, when it comes to responding fast or whatever. If it turns someone off, or turns someone away from me, I guess they weren't meant for me. So, and I love talking, as you guys know. I love talking. It's like all I do on this channel. Like, it's one of my favorite things to do, because I feel like I have so much going on in my mind that I just need to get it out. And the best way to do that for me is talking to friends, but when they don't respond, what do? I feel like I'm alone, and then I either journal about it, or I write an essay, but I really want to bring back, like, videos, you know? So maybe I'll do that, or maybe not. Who knows? Who knows what I'll do after I upload this one. You know, it was so much easier being a kid. Didn't need to worry about all this. I was talking to someone recently about how life was when we were younger, and how things used to be, and I realized that not much has really changed. It's just, I think social media has made it, like, things so much difficult. I remember my first time using a computer. I was so excited. The first game I ever played was, like, Spore on the computer. We got this disc from, like, a newspaper, because I remember we were going to a milk bar, and my parents wanted to get a newspaper, and in the newspaper they were advertising this new game, Spore. And it came with the newspaper, and I booted it up, and I was like, wow, this is the best game I've ever played. And I still love Spore. I was literally playing it, like, the other day. I love space. I love, like, that, the whole, like, evolution and stuff. And I realized that not much has changed. I still love playing Spore. I still love, like, so much stuff from when I was a kid. So right now I'm playing No Man's Sky, though, because I heard it ended up getting, like, some really good updates, and I was like, I'll give it a go. And I've had it for, like, years, just never downloaded it, so I'm playing it now. And it's not bad. It's really weird to, like, because I think the storyline is from, like, all those years ago, but I don't know how to, like, it's also tied to the tutorial, I guess, so it's like you have to play that. Like, I want to do spacewalks, I want to go to these, like, big planets, but I have to play through all this first. But it's fun. the ship piloting is horrible. It's probably better with the controller, but I'm playing with mouse and keyboard, so. And then I'm playing Minecraft on the side, which I was going to play for the channel as well, but like I said at the start, I just felt like I couldn't do it. I couldn't play Minecraft for like an hour. And my sister says, why don't you play for like 30 minutes one day and then play for 30 another, and then just put it together. And I'm like, because I'll lose my train of like thought. I won't know what to do or talk about. I'll just, so and I like doing long, like if I were to record a game, I'd get distracted and I'd have to make it a long video. Because like right now this is 41 minutes long, and I'm not going to cut much out besides the start where I was testing the microphone. So it would have to definitely be a long video. And I also didn't want to set up OBS and then set up my microphone settings for my computer, and yeah. So I'll do that another day. In the 2 weeks I've got free. What else? Yeah, because I'm playing this mod pack called Homestead, where it's like Pokemon and Stardew Valley, I think, mixed together. And so far it's fun. I mean, I've literally just chopped down a tree and built a house. But so far it's like really cute, and the shaders are like so adorable. They're like so good. And some of the animals are adorable, so. Oh my god, and another thing I want to talk about is the blood moon. Well, not blood moon, lunar eclipse that we had. I woke up at like 4:30 in the morning. No, that's a lie. I woke up like 3:30 in the morning, and just to get photos of it. And my camera was literally dying. I need to get a new camera, but my camera was literally dying. I got a photo of it, which I'm thankful for, but my camera's charge went down like within 5 minutes. But cameras are so expensive. They're like $900 for a camera. I think the one I have now, I bought about 12 years ago when I first started doing like photography. And it's good. It's really good. It's like good at taking photos of the moon, but it's not very good at doing much else, you know what I mean? Well, not anymore at least. It's like, I think on its way out. But I will use that camera till it dies. And then yeah, I needed a tripod, which I'm using a tripod now, but not the tripod that I needed. So I had to awkwardly stand still for 15 seconds while it took a 15-second like exposure photo of the moon. And then right after the 15 seconds, it just died. So I had to charge it a bit, check the photo, and then, so lucky the eclipse happened over like 2 hours, because that gave me a lot of time. But it was so pretty to watch. I watched it with my dog. I swear I do everything with my dog. It was like a cute little backyard date with my dog. I mean, he just sat beside me while I was looking up at the sky. I think he probably thought I was an idiot. But it was fun. I love stargazing so much. Every time there's like a space event, I always go outside and look. Like there was I think the Perseid. I could totally be wrong. There was a meteor shower, I think in August on the 11th. I sat outside for like 4 hours in the freezing cold just watching the stars, and I only saw like probably 4 meteors, and they said this is the biggest meteor shower of the year. I only saw 4, but it was worth it because, I don't know, there's something about like watching the sky at night when it's quiet and peaceful, and it's calming. It's funny because I always look up at the moon, or like I always watch sunsets, and the first thing I think of is, I wonder how many other people are looking up at this. I wonder like how many other people are watching a sunset or like looking up at the moon. And then I start thinking about like everybody in the world. I'm like, I wonder what everybody's doing right now. Like, there's so many of us. We're all doing probably something unique. We're all experiencing something like different. I always think about it when I look up at the sky. And then I think about, how do people think the earth is flat? It's like you can literally see the curvature. What a random thought that was, but I always think that. I think so many people are sick of me because on Instagram all I really post are sunsets, moon photos and selfies. So, but I'm trying to get into the mindset of post whatever I want to post. Who cares if other people are like, you're posting too much of one thing? Well, because maybe I like that one thing. Like every month I try post a photo I take of the moon, whether it's like half moon, full moon, quarter, you know what I mean? Like, it once again reminds me of my dad. He never saw like the beauty in anything. Whereas I look up at the sky and I see it's all so beautiful. Like, I don't understand how people can look at things and not see beauty in it. Oh my god, which reminds me. There was a bee today. I was in the backyard and I saw a bee, a poor little bee. I think it was dying. So I picked it up and I had to put it in like the flower bed. I sat on a flower. I haven't checked it since, but it's more than likely dead, which upsets me because, you know, which also is funny because my dog Dyson, he got stung by a bee. Oh well, he was an idiot and he was chasing a bee and he got stung by a bee. And we had to take him to the vet and his face swelled up so much. And he's a husky, so he's already he's pretty big, but he swelled up a lot. So I had to sit at the vet for like 30 minutes while the anaphylactic, like I don't know what they call it, the thing they gave him sat in, like wore in. And people were staring at me funny because I was just sitting on the floor when there were like chairs everywhere. I don't know how to like emphasize this anymore. I am a floor sitter. I love sitting on the floor. It's like one of my favorite things to do. Everyone I know is like, why are you on the floor? And I'm like, because it's so much more better. I don't know. I do think I'm gonna have to end the video soon. It's coming up to 50 minutes. I could make it an hour, but my throat hurts from talking. I've not had like water in like 4 hours. And it's 9:50 right now, so I'm not gonna lie and say I've been trying to sleep early because I've been going to sleep at like 12 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, like every night, so yeah, I think I'll have to end the video soon. I also don't know if I should continue doing longer videos. Like, I feel like doing 10 to 15 minute videos is just not for me. Like, if I do post like gaming videos where I'm like playing a peaceful game and it's like fall asleep with me, they'll definitely be like 1 hour to 1 hour and 30 minutes. But like if I post ASMR videos where I'm talking or massaging a microphone or whatever, or doing a trigger, I don't know if they should be like short or not. I don't know, I always struggle with finding time because I always want to do so much and then I never do anything. But with that, I guess, thank you for watching. If you've watched this far, thank you for watching. I'm sorry for the absence I took from YouTube. I can't say it won't happen again because it more than likely might. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you in the next video.